What's going on, everybody? Mike McIntyre here, back from All Things Sports, bringing you a brand new video, and yet again, we have another Yeezy release. Yes, another one. So here we go. What's going on, everybody? Mike McIntyre here, back with a brand new video from All Things Sports, of course. And yeah, we have another Yeezy release. Another one. Seems like every week we get new releases. We get Yeezys, we get 700s, we get 350s, we get everything. Every single time. We get 700 V2s. So it seems like every week we get a brand new shoe. And yet again, we've had another re-release of a 350 that is, well, obviously it's very popular because people keep buying them, but it's one we've already seen. So last Thursday, in case you just weren't aware, last Thursday, Adidas on the app re-released three 350s that people could pick up for a half-hour window. So on the app, you got a little notification. I got it on my phone. Adidas app, 30 minutes, pick up a brand new pair of 350 V2s. It was the Zebras, the Sesames. I've done a video on the Sesames, actually. I've picked them up before. You can check that out up in the right-hand corner if you'd like to see the Sesames. And the third one was the Butters, which I have right here. So you could get a pair of the Butters, Sesames, like I said, or the Zebra 350s. Now, again, I've had all of those shoes, and I've seen them all in hand myself because I've had them. So I decided to, out of curiosity, check one thing before I picked out which one I wanted to get. So I went on StockX and I was curious to see what exactly the resale market was doing for those three shoes. I went on StockX, I searched for Yeezy, obviously it's already there. The Butters were doing okay, I guess. They never really were this shoe that went really well. Actually, in the last little bit, you can see that they've sort of started to climb, but when they first released, they really weren't reselling all that well. There was the Sesames, if I can find them anywhere. The Sesames, right here. There's the Sesames. Again, this is a little bit more they're going for a little bit more than the Butters. They've actually started climbing as well. But again, when they came out, people weren't really going after them like crazy. The one that had the highest resale value still was the Zebras. Now, I had a pair of the Zebras on the third re-release. These things have released 4 times now. The first one was in 2017. The second time was a few weeks after the original, because the original was very limited and numbers were through the roof. In fact, you can see right here, the first numbers over on the left-hand side of the graph, up near the 1800, that was when people had pairs before they were even launched. So some people, somehow they get early pairs and they try and sell them before they're out, so you pay crazy numbers for them. Then they release, you can see how that value dipped a little bit, but people were still paying well over 1,500 Canadian to grab a pair of Yeezys. Then the massive restock came out a few weeks later. I think they originally dropped in like May or June, and then the second restock came out in July. So that restock, they went crazy in terms of numbers, and you can see how the resale values just plummeted from 1,500 Canadian down to $700-800 bucks. So that's still really good, but it was half the value of what they were previously reselling for. So that was the second re-release, and then the third re-release was in November, I suppose, and that's when I got my pair. It might have been September, October, I don't really remember. But at the time, you can see down here that the numbers weren't ridiculous. 400, 405, 360, that was the low there, 358, 350. So, you know, in November of 2018, there were a lot of Zebras going around, and just the market wasn't really there for the Yeezys at the time. People seemed to be sort of, you know, somewhat over them at the time. I remember people were posting videos on YouTube saying, let's get a new model, because they were tired of the 350s. Once you sort of take them away for a while, you know, you go a few months without getting a brand new 350, the demand starts to pick up again. So you can see that in the last 6 months, you know, we're down at 390, 380. You can see how the value started to climb again to the point where some are selling 524, you know, over 500, and then even last week we got a sale for 556 in the Zebra. So I saw this, I was like, wow, they've really climbed in the last 6 months. The year to date, they've just been going up. So obviously people are starting to, you know, get the bug. Oh, I want this shoe. I didn't get it on the original release. So they start to become more popular. So I decided to take the plunge, grab a pair of Zebras, and see if I could flip them. So that's the app right there, just to show you what sort of the market's at right now. And so I've got another pair of 350s right here. Again, Zebras, I've had them before. It's the second time I got them, and this time I only want to get them to flip them, see if I can resell them. I have no doubt that I will be able to. Just a question of when and for how much. I guess the longer you hold on to them, assuming they don't come out again, the longer you hold on to them, usually that value will start to go up a little bit. It'll climb ever so slightly. We've seen the pattern in the last 6 months, how they've been going up. So I'm just gonna show you them again. It's something everyone's already seen, but again, this is the 4th re-release, restock, whatever you wanna call it, the 4th re-release of the Zebras, one of the most iconic Yeezy models. When these came out, people were going crazy. It is the first, actually, excuse me, the second time that they kind of had this pattern, because we saw it on the original Belugas. It was just dark gray and light gray. This is the first time they really had that crazy contrast. White and black, supply 350. People still don't know what that means, but I mean, it's an iconic shoe. Everyone really knows what this one is. When you think of Yeezy V2s, most people tend to think of the Zebras. It's one of the first ones that come out. It's loud, it's out there. It's just an iconic shoe. People really know what this one is, and a lot of people like it. It really is. There's the value there. There's the demand for it. People like the Zebra. It's the classic 350 V2 in many ways. So white and black prime knit upper, white rope laces. You have the heel tab on the back. Again, I really like that. I think it somewhat completes the shoe. White midsole right here with that sort of vertical Yeezy pattern. More of a creamy outsole on the bottom. Obviously, Boost is built in through the entire outsole. And it's a very, very unique shoe. Again, Yeezy 350, V2, everyone knows what it is by now. But again, people still want them. The demand is still there. So that is why I decided to try and grab a pair, and we'll see if I can flip them. And that's really all this video is, just to talk about another re-release from Yeezy, another 350. We seem to get them all the time. And it's unique. It's funny how they do it. You know, they take them away for a while, demand shoots up. Then they seem to just pound us with releases. You get one after the other, week after week. It seems like you can grab a new pair of Yeezys. But, I mean, they're still selling. So you can say what you want about them, but people are still buying them. And obviously, even though it's not to the extent it once was, the resale market value is still there. People are still paying well over retail price to grab a pair of Yeezy 350s, depending on what color it is. Mike McIntyre, all things sports. I'm signing off for now. Update on the sort of sneaker world. Let's see what comes out in the next little while. Summer always tends to bring some crazy releases. And that's pretty much it for now. Again, I'm Mike McIntyre with All Things Sports. I'm signing off for now. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. I thank you for stopping by as always. Leave a like, leave a comment, and hit the subscribe button, because there's a lot of great content coming. I have some new ideas, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Till then, take care. Peace.